Alright, welcome back Illumians. I don't even know where to look. Welcome back Illumians. How y'all doing? Y'all doing is amazing. I'm your boy. You know what? I'm not gonna cut it. Fuck it. I'm your boy Illumian Cantor. We're back in another video of Apexlegends, guys. In today's video, guys, we're gonna be looking at, as you might have read from the title, me fighting Faide, or at least trying to. I always wonder how it'd feel like to fight you know, one of the best make. Oh, I'm talking about Isu. I always thought it would be fun or interesting to see how I stack up, especially with my max hands against a very experienced player, or one best top of the line players like Asu or Fade. That dream came true about I think maybe a year ago, or even maybe less than that, when I was playing NA, and I happened to get into Asu's lobby. It went as well as you'd expect. I got R9 from across the world, and then he took a zipline up and sent me back to the lobby. So here is how it went against Fade. I mean, don't expect it to be like anything crazy. I would say it's relatively uneventful, but I'll let you be the judge of that. So here I just help my teammate squad wipe these guys, and then I move into the building. I pop a heal, nothing to look at here, just pop a heal, and then I walk into the building. So here I'm gonna let the clip play.
Quite the feat of science.
I see Ash in the corner, miss all my shots, crack the Ash. Try to thirst the Ash here. That's what drop on the side, so cover my LOS to thirst the Ash. Get some shots on Newcastle, but he runs away with his ult, and I actually had this Newcastle as a teammate later on. He was pretty decent. I ended up following him. Okay, so I take it to zip up, miss my shot on the horizon, slide back down because like I'm about to get shit on, and here I pop a cell instead of a battery when I have 3 of them. Mistake. That's the first mistake I made this game, I believe, or at least the most glaring one I made. Went up the roof, missed all my shots on the horizon. I mean, cracked the shields, just dropping it down, popping a bat. Thank God. I see a guy in front of me. It's the horizon running away. That's fine. He's getting chased by someone. Can't see either of them. Wasting my time here. I'm using all my shots also, so I go back up. See these guys falling from the roof. I thought that was a horizon, but this is actually Fade. I mean, hindsight. That's actually Fade running away. I understand that he's on higher floors. I wanted to go up the stairs as opposed to up the zip, because I'd be at a disadvantage chasing him late. Here that tap strafe got me. I hit him for like I think 82 or like maybe 22. I don't know. Tap strafe trapped a mental jump into a tap strafe across the fucking fence. That was beautiful. Tap strafe around the corner. Super jump into the phase. I'm like, I need to catch this. At this point, I'm thinking this guy's moving. I need to catch this Rave. Whip out my shotgun, get ready to trade damage, but he doesn't trade. He ends up running. I thought it was low ground, not inside that building. I heard him inside the building, pushing in, sitting on elevator. Okay, here's the part.
Dude,
Look,
you're shooting me behind the fucking wall.
here I should have healed. Instead, I'm trying to reach out. Missed my shot on that. He repeaks and knocks me here. I didn't mean to mute it. So
You're actually shooting me behind the wall.
let's rewatch that.
You're shooting me behind the fucking...
Let's rewatch that. So here, what I could have done and what I'm gonna start doing next time around is, if I suspect that they're sitting like in the elevator shaft instead of like as opposed to going up the zip, I can just smoke from here first. So I know whether they're like in the corner or not, and then I can keep pushing instead of running in the open and like getting like free shot, like letting him get a free shot on me. Working with my shotgun now is also a good idea. I mean, I took 25 damage. That's not critical. It's still winnable with a PK if I hit him right. Here, he super jumps on the side, and I'm losing health. I mean, I can see his feet here. You can see his feet. You can see my feet, I guess. That's why I take 11 damage. But like, this is insane. Like, this is insane mechanics right here. It's waiting for me to come up the zip. That's why every time, and you're gonna see it also later on as I fight him again in the same exact build, well, in the same POI. I fought him, I think, 3 times, which is something. I avoid getting up elevators because a movement, like, I didn't know it was Faide at the time, but a player with these mechanics, especially being a controller, you're gonna be at a disadvantage if you fight, like, if you walk up the zip behind them. So I avoid doing this because that'll make it a little too easy for him to get shots on me. So if I can climb on the sides and then fight the zip from a bit of a higher ground, I much rather prefer that than walking up the zip and trying to play his game here.
Dude,
He's still shooting me from across, like,
you're shooting me behind.
Like, he wanted to do it again. At this point, I'm not playing this game. I have a right hand peek, which is awful. So that's why I wrapped around
The fucking wall.
to try and like get him on the side. I could have healed here again, but I have a PK. I want to make the most out of that. I want to hit him at least once to like even out the playing field. Because I would think that going out the window, out the door, or trying to shell swap. Maybe I don't find a shell swap. Maybe outside the freaking double doors, he can get on top of the building and drop behind me and shoot me. So like, which is still a better idea than doing what I did here without being myself. Hindsight, I mean, that's decision making for you, something that I should have thought about beforehand. But you know, ego is what you get. I really wanted to fight him, so my ego took over. Here I was hoping on the right hand pick to hit him. Didn't hear him, like, dropping down already, and my crosshair placement should have been a lot better than this. I don't know where I'm looking here, but he ends up pumping me for a decent match here. Yeah, it's pretty much, that's pretty much a max pump. Yeah. Let me rewatch that swing on the side again. Like, I want to see why I swung this wide. Super glide, super boost, mental boosting would have been a good idea here. I either missed it or I was scared I would hit some computer or something if I did. I still don't understand why I'm looking this wide.
Dude, you're shooting me behind the fucking wall.
I'm looking here. Well, I didn't expect him to come from the corner. I would think it. I don't know. Like, I guess I kept my crosshair in the middle of the door, which doesn't really make sense. I should have had my crosshair here. Well, that was a mistake because now I have to adjust it, and I wasn't able to. So this is a lesson on crosshair placement, and that is something that I have to remember for future games, or like any games really. And I also think you can learn from a mistake here. So cock my shotgun behind the wall. He does a repeat here. He does an excellent job, even if he's on the right side, to cover his body, to, you know, allow his gun to, you know, the downtime. He's during the downtime, he has his body covered, and he retakes the peek here. Ends up knocking me.
Bro.
That's the difference between a good player
You're actually shooting me behind the wall.
and one that still needs improvement. Being able to take the right picks, no pun intended, and you know, just positioning in fights, crosshair placement, and all that are all skills that transcend pure aim. Like, you do wanna learn how to get all these little aspects of the game down perfectly if you want to improve. That is a lesson for me. Now I know how I stack against a player of his caliber. By the way, he thought I was streams, not me personally, but he said, oh, I didn't think I'd get stream sniped in EU or something, and I ended up messaging in his chat, I'm not really stream sniped. What did I say? I said, I didn't know it was you, but you know, good shit. I wasn't trying to kill this Wraith because I thought it was Faide, which again, well, not again, but I would never think Faide would be in EU servers at that time. I didn't even know it was live, you know. So I wasn't trying to kill this Wraith because I thought it was Faide. I was trying to kill this Wraith because I saw that he was a movement player, and he was pretty good. And I wanted to get my skill. You know, I wanted to compare my skill to his. Here I end up hitting him for 22. Notice how I climb on the side instead of taking the elevator straight up, so I have less floors to worry about when I have to do the when I have to play the zips. I see him dropping down here. It's pretty fast, dude. Missed my shot while he's sitting in the corner. Go straight up. Missed my shot again, and he kills me in the air, dude. Amazing movement from this guy. It doesn't get much better than that. Sits on top. I made a mistake by turning my knockdown shields. It was easier for him to massive me.
None of this matters.
He ends up killing me here. I'm pretty sure Mirage just grabs my banner, insta reses, and Mirage just dips. My teammate here did a solid amount of damage to this Wraith. Color this Wraith to Faide. But she ends up going down still. Ah, she's healing? I mean, wingman against a massive. I'll let you watch it. Here I lose him.
Watch my back. Don't be afraid to get close and cozy.
So I see him pointing away.
Just us now. Gotta watch each other's back. Check the sector. Another squad is incoming.
And here he kills me. Okay, well, I would like to say the resin was yapping in my ear the whole time, which made it harder to hear what Faide's movements, or you know, where my enemy was inside the building. Which was also bothering me because that guy started saying I was bad, which kind of tilted me, dude. I can't lie, I was really tilted because, like, even though I was trying to focus on fighting this guy, bro yapping in my ear saying I'm bad kind of got into me, man. I ended up shooting a ghost, which is the Watchman's End, because I couldn't see this guy. Like, I thought I didn't know if that was Faide coming up the building or what. Ended up shooting that gen, as you can see it here. So I saw somebody taking a port away, and then I hear somebody in my zip. So I'm like, is that a different player? This guy's still screaming in my ear, "Elo!" which doesn't help. I see something moving here. I don't know if I'm paranoid or what. I don't know if I just saw the Watson gen going down here. I don't know what I saw here. Was that actually him mental jumping on the left side? No, it's the gen spinning. I'm shooting the gen spinning. What? But here's the problem with shooting the gen spinning. I mean, I wasted a shot. 1, 2. I didn't cock my gun properly because I was so focused on healing, and also got distracted by this guy that wouldn't shut the fuck up. I was also, the reason why I didn't res this resin, by the way, is because the Mirage should have resed, but Mirage was booking it. Mirage decided to not play the game and just fucking run.
Just us now. Gotta watch each other's back.
So here I finished popping my health. I have decent health to fight him, especially considering that we're in the ring. I'm pretty much max HP, right? So I hear him climb up. I know he's here somewhere. That's why I climbed to try and fight him. But because I shot the jet, I have to cock my gun. I thought I cocked my gun here, but clearly I didn't. because when I climb, he's here, and my crosshair is on him. My crosshair is on him, but my gun needs to cock. So by the time it's cocked, I'm shooting nothing, falling off the building to not get shot again. I tried to like climb so I could cock it as I fall instead of cocking it while dropping down. That also made me harder to hit because he didn't expect me to do that. So he also shot like nothing. He missed me twice. At this point I have my gun cocked so I can actually deal damage. I end up flicking into him because he's stunned here. He's stunned. I was also trying not to get stunned by climbing the wall because it's either way Apex physics. So I ended up hitting him for 90 as he stuns, 99, yeah, as he stuns, cock my gun, but no bolt. He has no bolt either, by the way, but his gun's faster than mine, and he also has the health advantage. I could have killed him, but this is how it ends. Without ziplines or anything, I think it's not impossible to kill him, especially with a PK, but he's still a very fierce player to fight against, and every little mistake you make will be punished because you won't miss much. There's not a lot of like wiggle room for mistakes against a player of his caliber. But that was me fighting Faide. Pretty interesting fight. Definitely inspired me to practice more my aim and my zipline movement. And yeah, let me know what you think about my terrible aim. Which is true, like I have to work on those flatline times 1 flatlines on max sense is really not easy. But let me know what you think about this gameplay. If you have any comments, I'd be really interested to know what you guys have to say. Tell me if you ever got to fight him. That was pretty interesting for me. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, I guess, and I'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye.